glad that you all are here today. I'm so excited to talk about my favorite subject, which is essential oils and using them every single day, because I use them every single day and I love them. I'm also a green living blogger at the Grow Network and also at my own website, hungryhomesteaders.com. So today we're going to talk about using essential oils in your everyday life to help support your health and wellness and to replace a lot of the chemical products that are in your homes already. Cleaning supplies, personal care products, all of that stuff have a lot of nasty chemicals, and we're going to talk about those and ways to replace those with essential oils in your everyday life. And so I'm going to go over all of the who, what, when, where, why, hows, everything you need to know about essential oils in general, so that by the time you leave this class, you're going to be able to know how to use your essential oils in everyday life. Can I get a show of hands? Who has used essential oils before? Awesome. We're going to go over just the basics. So just a little quick background about me. I've been using essential oils for a couple years now, and I started them because I was having a lot of digestive issues and a lot of skin issues that were directly related to the toxins that I was using in my cleaning supplies and my personal care products, all of that. And so I started looking into essential oils that could help me replace those, which is why I love this type of class, talking about how to use them every day, because I wanted to replace the products that I thought I couldn't live without. So like Clorox bleach when I was cleaning, or Jergens body lotion or something like that. And I discovered quickly the value of essential oils for my own health and wellness. So I still get the clean that I need, I still get the moisturization that I need, but without having all of the harsh chemicals that can cause other issues. So then just a few months ago, I decided that I didn't want to keep the secret of essential oils to myself anymore, and I wanted to share it with every single person that I came into contact with. And so that's why I'm here, is to help share how to use essential oils with you all as well. So let's jump right in. What are essential oils and why are they so powerful? So feel free to take notes. If everyone should have gotten an extra sheet of paper too. There's only a little place to take notes on the handout I gave you, but feel free to take any notes and write down any questions too, because I want to make sure I get through it all and then answer your questions at the end. But if there's something that's really confusing, just raise your hand and stop me. So essential oils are the most powerful part of the plant. So they are kind of the lifeblood of the plant. They move nutrients through the stems into every single part of each type of plant. So they're distilled from shrubs, from flowers, trees, roots, fruits, rinds, resins, and herbs. Any type of plant very likely can be distilled into an essential oil. So essential oils consist of over 100 different natural organic compounds, and in humans, essential oils support every single system of your body. They can support your skeletal system, your muscular system, your circulatory system, your endocrine system or your hormones, your respiratory system, your immunity. They can support brain health, they can support a healthy body weight, and they can also help regulate your emotions. So they can help with pretty much any system in your body. There are about 300 different oils on Earth, but don't let that freak you out. You only need about 10 to 20 oils to build a really good kit that can help support your health and wellness on the daily basis. And the best part is that you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be an aromatherapist to use them every day. They're very, very simple to use. So you can use essential oils in 3 different ways. You can use them topically. Some oils, like lavender, which I'll pass around later on, are very, very gentle and can be applied to even the most sensitive skin, like mine. My skin is very sensitive, and I can apply lavender really easily, so you can apply them topically. Now, it only, some oils also are like peppermint. It's a little, we call a hot oil, so it's a little bit stronger, and so you maybe want to dilute it to make sure that it's not going to cause any kind of skin irritation. And so you can do that with a carrier oil like coconut oil or olive oil, grapeseed oil, anything like that that has a little bit bigger molecules, because essential oils have very, very tiny molecules, so they're absorbed into your skin really quickly. And then a carrier oil can help slow down the absorption, so it just makes it a little bit more gentle. And I like to put oils, which you'll have the option if you want to make a roller bottle. I just put peppermint like this in a little roller bottle and then kind of rub it on, wherever I need a little bit of support. So peppermint oil, that's a hot oil technically, so I have a carrier oil in there. You can also take essential oils internally. Now, Young Living has been working with the FDA to approve a line of their oils for internal use, and so those are called Vitality. So some of you who were here a little while ago, you probably saw me putting an oil in my water. And I just put lemon in there, and that's this Vitality brand that has this little bit of white label on it. And that just means that these are labeled for internal use. So this is what the Young Living has been working with the FDA very, very closely to approve these oils specifically for internal use. So that's the second way that you can use them. You can also inhale essential oils. You can just put a drop on your hands, and I'm gonna do this with, let's see, I'll just do it with peppermint. So you can put a drop of oil just right on your palm like this. Here we go. And rub it clockwise. And then you can just put it over your nose and mouth and inhale. I call this a scent tent. Kind of fun. So you can just inhale, and that's using it aromatically. You can also use it in a diffuser. So that's what I have running. I have a blend called Awaken running right now, and I love that blend. It's one of my favorites. So that's the third way you can use it. So you can either have it in a diffuser, or you can just put it right on your hands. You can also just inhale it right out of the bottle. That's just a way to use it aromatically. Now, toxins, on the other hand, can remain in your body for years. Essential oils, they take a little time to kind of get through your body, but they don't stick in your fat stores and all of that. They can run through your body. Your body knows what to do with them. Whereas toxins, your body has no idea what to do with toxins. It just kind of pushes them to the side, and we can't process them. So sometimes they can stay in our bodies for decades, which is really kind of nasty if you think about it. All those toxins that stick in our bodies. And we're going to talk about all the chemicals and cleaning supplies and personal care products in a little bit. But they're seriously dangerous because they're what can wreak havoc on our health, and we don't even know they're there. So essential oils can help oxygenate our blood, which is why we talk about using essential oils for detox, which I'll talk about in a little bit as well. They oxygenate our blood to get those toxins actually flowing out of our bodies. Now, it takes a ton of work to produce just a little bit of essential oils. So 6,000 rose blossoms make only 1 ounce of therapeutic grade essential oil, rose essential oil, which is a lot. Now, lavender, on the other hand, is a lot more abundant. So 220 pounds of lavender plants will yield about 7 pounds of oil. And then other oils like sandalwood are distilled from trees. So the sandalwood tree has to be 30 years old and 30 feet high before it can be cut down for distillation. And that's usually done by scraping the bark. And that's also how you get frankincense oil. It takes 3 scrapings of the frankincense tree to get the oil to come out to use for distillation. But a little tiny bit of essential oil goes a long way. So most oils cost between $10 to $30 a bottle. Some are a little more expensive depending on what they are and how long it takes to get them and how much product it takes to get them distilled. But a 5 milliliter bottle like this one right here contains about 90 drops of oil. And then I have a bigger bottle over there. The 15 milliliter bottle contains about 250 drops of oil. But each application is only 1 to 3 drops. You very rarely are ever going to need more than 3 drops of oil. So that means even the tiny bottle, which all of these are ones that I got in my starter kit, and I'm still working on them. So they last a really long time. And so each bottle will get you between 45 to 90 applications, depending on what it is. Now, essential oils fall into 4 different categories, so I'm going to start at the bottom because while grade D is only aromatic, so that's kind of the lowest level of essential oil, and they are actually a byproduct of grade A distillation. So after the oil is pulled out, the leftover trash water is sold to companies that fill their bottles with 5% of the trash water and then fill the rest with carrier oils and chemicals, even alcohol. So many companies label this grade D oil pure when it's anything but pure. So those are the kinds of oils that you'll find at the big chain stores like Walmart or Target. So if you kind of just go into their pharmacy and you pick up an oil, it'll say it's pure, it's probably anything but pure. So just be aware of that. The next step up are grade C. Those are perfume oils, and they usually contain some kind of adulterating chemicals. So they use solvents like hexane to gain a higher yield of oil per harvest, and so they distill it really quickly at really high temperatures, but that produces solvents that can be cancerous. And they're in many of those store-bought oils as well. They can also be diluted about 80 to 95% with alcohol, but they'll still label it pure. So grade B essential oils, the next step above, are food grade, but they may contain synthetics, pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or carrier oils. So anything that gets onto the fields that when it's not completely 100% organic and chemical free, those can be distilled and they can end up in the oils as well. So now grade A is the top of the line. They are therapeutic grade. So grade A essential oils are made from only organically grown plants that are distilled at very, very low temperatures very slowly. So before you purchase an essential oil, if you decide to go with any other companies besides Young Living, make sure that you check that that company produces and grows all of its own plants, owns its farms, and controls the entire process from when the seed goes in the ground to when they sell it to you and it's shipped to your home. So now quickly, let's just talk about how to use essential oils safely. There are certain oils like lemon essential oil, which again, I'll pass around in a little bit. That is photosensitive, so if you don't want to put it on your skin and then go out into the sun for a long time. But Young Living specifies very, very clearly in their product catalog which oils are photosensitive, just so you're aware of that. Also, if you use an essential oil, if you apply it topically to your skin, just always watch for any kind of redness or irritation that occurs, and just dilute with that carrier oil anything with those bigger molecules. You know, especially if you're going to be applying any kind of essential oils to any kids' skin is a lot thinner. It's a lot easier to absorb, and so you just want to be careful. Always dilute when you're using it with kids, or apply it to places like on the bottoms of their feet that are a little less sensitive. Now, also, you should be really careful to avoid getting essential oils in your eye. It will not be fun for you, but you don't want to use water to try to get it out, because water will actually just push it deeper, because, you know, oil and water separate. So you want to use that carrier oil, something with the bigger molecules like olive oil or grapeseed oil, to get it out of your eye if you have that problem. So just be careful with that. So like I put the peppermint oil on my hand, so I'm not going to be rubbing my eyes anytime soon because I don't want to get any peppermint in my eyes. Okay, so that's kind of all of the basics about essential oils in general. So now we know what goes into the essential oils, especially the ones that Young Living sells. But let's talk about what we might not know is lurking in the products that we use every single day. So first, let's talk about cleaning supplies. And then you'll have the choice at the end to either make a thieves cleaning spray or a roller bottle of perfume or cologne, whichever one you choose to do. The chemicals that are in normal cleaning supplies, like Clorox or any of those other brands that you get from the general store, they have three different categories of chemicals. So they've got carcinogens. Carcinogens can cause cancer or promote cancer's growth. They have endocrine disruptors, which means that they mimic human hormones, which confuses your body with false signals. So exposure to endocrine disruptors can lead to numerous health concerns, including reproductive, developmental, growth, and behavior problems. They are also linked to infertility, premature puberty, miscarriage, menstrual problems, challenged immune systems, and abnormal prostate size, ADHD, pretty much everything. And it's not a good category. And then the third one is neurotoxins. So neurotoxins can alter your neurons, affecting brain activity and causing a range of health problems, anything from headaches to loss of intellect. So now you may be thinking, those can't be in products like Clorox, because Clorox helps get rid of bacteria in your home, especially during the flu season, which this one's been nasty. I hope none of you have got the flu anytime in the last little while. But can they really do things like promote cancer or cause reproductive and developmental issues? Well, I actually looked up the labels of Clorox, and it's really easy to spot harmful chemical categories when you just look at the warning labels on these different products. So I looked up labels of over 10 Clorox products. I'm only going to talk about a couple of them just to give you some examples. So the first one that I want to start with was Clorox Gentle Bleach Free and Clear. This sounds pretty good because it should be clear of toxins, clear of harmful things. But the Clorox company itself actually put out a safety sheet that says this chemical is hazardous by the 2012 OSHA Hazard Communication Standard. So it warns that it can cause skin irritation and eye irritation. And the worst part is that it says you're supposed to avoid contact with eye, skin, and clothing, but it's a laundry detergent. Doesn't really make sense, right? It even cautions that you should use protective clothing and safety goggles when using it. Now another one, just Clorox bleach in general. The EPA actually put out a package of information about Clorox bleach that includes statements like, do not allow undiluted product to come into contact with any fabric. This product can cause metal corrosion. Only use on non-porous surfaces, anything like that. It also cautions to not use it around any kind of food product, but it's also with the non-porous surfaces, so if you try to clean your counters with it, it's going to stick in the pores of it, and then it can get into your food. It's also got an environmental hazard saying that this product is toxic to fish, aquatic invertebrates, oysters, and shrimp. So it's so strong, Clorox bleach is so strong that it can corrode metal, and you shouldn't use it on any of those porous surfaces, meaning that it can come in contact with your skin even after you've wiped it off. It seems like it shouldn't be there anymore. So the best alternative that I found is the Thieves Household Cleaner, which I'm going to let you guys, if you want to make a roller or want to make a spray bottle of that, you can, and take that home and use it. So I don't know about you guys, but when I used to clean like my bathroom, my shower with bleach, I would get almost woozy from the fumes. You don't get any of that. If anything, you feel better after spraying Thieves because it's got that lemon oil. And lemon oil is actually the one that I put in my water. So now you can use Thieves cleaning, all-purpose cleaner for everything. I use it everywhere in my home, so you can use it, wipe off your counters in the kitchen. I use it to dust, clean my bathroom, even my toilet and my shower, all of that, because it works for pretty much everything. You can even dilute it a little bit more for more like dusting or for using it on your mirrors, or you can have it a little bit more concentrated for counters and all of that. So what is this Thieves blend that's so great? I'm going to pass it around. I'm going to pass it around a second time too later when we're talking about them. But Thieves essential oil contains clove and cinnamon essential oils, which have some antibacterial properties to them, so that you get the really great clean. It also includes lemon, which I was talking about. Now lemon, hospitals in Europe are actually using lemon oil to clean every single surface. The United States isn't doing that yet. I hope that would be awesome if they would get to that, but it's pretty interesting that hospitals in Europe are doing that. So it has lemon, it also has eucalyptus and rosemary essential oils. Now eucalyptus is a great oil for respiratory care. It comes in our blend RC, which stands for respiratory care. And so that means you can breathe it in without getting that woozy feeling when you're trying to clean your bathroom. And then rosemary is also safe to use on your skin. It's even a great oil for skin health. So it's not gonna damage your skin if it comes in contact with it. So now also there are a bunch of chemicals that come in your personal care products. So deodorants, makeup, skincare products, hair care products, shampoo and conditioner, that kind of stuff. And they fall in those same categories: endocrine disruptors, carcinogens, neurotoxins. So you can find all kinds of things, and I can't even pronounce half of these. I'm gonna stumble my way through all of these chemicals. So there's phthalates, lead, quaternium-15, and other formaldehyde-releasing preservatives, PEG compounds, BHT, BHA, parabens, carbon black, petrochemicals. Like there's all kinds of stuff that show up in all of our personal care products, and we don't even really realize they're there. So one chemical to make sure you avoid is cosmetic fragrance. So cosmetic fragrance are in your perfumes and your colognes. They're in pretty much anything that has kind of a fake smell to it. And that's because they are the aromas, so the lavender or the grapefruit or orange or anything like that that comes in like your face washes or your body lotions or anything like that. Those artificial fragrances are actually made from petroleum or coal. And that means that they can cause some massive skin irritations when you use them. So cosmetic fragrance is, it's made to try to replace those natural aromas that already exist in nature. And companies use them because it's cheaper than using the natural scent, because they can't get the grade A oils because they're more expensive. So I have a whole bunch of stuff on here. If you want to know more about each specific chemical, I would love to share that with you. But you get the idea. There are some seriously harmful things in the products, and we don't even realize they're there until we look at the warning labels and stuff like that. So then way over here, so we'll say the chemicals are over here. Way over here is the chemical-free end. So oils can help you replace all those chemicals like I was talking about. You can replace your cleaners with the Thieves cleaner. You can replace your personal care products with chemical-free products. And the oils in them help replace those chemicals, but also help detox your body, help get the chemicals that are stuck in your body right now, help get them moving their way out. So getting started with essential oils is really simple. Like I said, you don't need 300 oils. You don't need 300 different oils. That costs a lot, obviously. You really only need 10 to 20 different oils to have a really solid kit to work with and use them every single day. How many of you have heard of frankincense oil? Thought so. So frankincense is one of the best oils for supporting skin health. And now I do another class called Essential Oils of the Bible, where, thank you very much, where we actually talk about how each of the oils were used in biblical times. And frankincense, was presented to the baby Jesus, and Mary and Joseph would have known how to use it to support baby Jesus' health. So that's kind of cool. So frankincense can also really help support a sense of grounding and purpose. It's a great one to diffuse in any kind of meditation or anything like that. So frankincense is one of my favorites. I will add that to like my face lotion and use it for that. A ton of people love to add frankincense to any kind of skincare things because it is so powerful for skin health. Now another one of my favorites is lavender. So lavender comes in the starter kit. This stuff is sometimes called the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. Some of you might love the smell of lavender. Some of you might absolutely hate it. So if you haven't smelled it before, take a small whiff. Some people love it. I love it. I'm one of those people that loves it. I love to diffuse it at night. I love to put it all over myself because it has a really calming effect. It's also really calming for my skin because I tend to have a lot of redness and stuff, and I'll just put lavender right on that, and it just kind of helps settle it all down. Other people are not fans of lavender, so just be aware of that. Doesn't mean you can't use it. It just means you probably won't want to use it aromatically instead. So that's one of my favorite. And again, if a lot of people will say, well, I have this problem, what should I use? Or, I want to support this system in my body, what should I use? 99% of the time it's like, okay, well, lavender or this other thing, because there's so many different uses for lavender. The next one is peppermint. Now, the peppermint oil you get in your starter kit is that Vitality brand, which means it's labeled for your internal use. And peppermint is amazing for your digestive system. So like I said, I've had a lot of kind of digestive stuff and just, really out of whack, and my system wasn't working the way it's supposed to. Well, peppermint has been a huge thing for me. So I like to apply it directly to my stomach if I have any kind of issues. I'm going to pass around Digest next. That's kind of the blend that I'll pair peppermint oil with. Peppermint has a cooling effect to it because it's got that mentholating effect to it. So you put it on your skin and it actually cools. So that's a really great one for any kind of ouchies, aches and pains or whatever. But peppermint is a really great one for that. But it really helps support your digestive system. It's very, very strong. You can put it in water. It's a very strong drink, but a lot of people absolutely love to do it that way. Plus it makes your breath smell good. There's nothing wrong with that. So the next one, this blend is called Digest, which for digestive health. It includes fennel oil, which smells a little bit like licorice. Some of you might love this again. Some of you might not be huge fans. But Digest is a really great one. I apply it topically, just right to my stomach. And if I have any kind of, if I've been traveling, or if I have, like Christmas, food-centered holiday, right? Where I may eat too much and I want something to kind of settle everything down. So I apply Digest, and then I apply peppermint over top of that one. You can use any of the oils in any of the three ways. The only oils that Young Living sells that you're not supposed to put in your diffuser are ones that have, like, some of them will put coconut oil in them, so it's more of like a serum, and so that'll just plug up your diffuser. But you can use any of the oils in any of those three ways, so internally, topically, or aromatically. So. Good? Okay, perfect. Let's see, so Digest, it kind of, just those of you who smelled it, just kind of smells like licorice a little bit, maybe. It's just that fennel. I'm not a big fan of the taste of it, so I rarely, unless I'm like, have a really upset stomach or something, I don't put it in my water. But I will put it in, you can get those little empty veggie capsules and put a couple drops in there to take it internally, so I don't have to taste it. And then, but I really get a lot of relief just putting it right on my stomach. Okay, the next blend this one is so popular, it's called Purification. It's so popular that they've had to limit the amount that you can order. So it is a great one for any kind of nasty smells that you get. So I will add this sometimes to my laundry. And because it's those little tiny molecules, you don't have to worry about it damaging the fabric of your clothing. But this one is great to diffuse if you move into a house, or you've been out by a fire or something, and you've got the smells that you want to get rid of. Diffusing Purification is a really easy way to help with that. I also will apply Purification to my skin if I have any kind of impurities. And Purification, getting rid of impurities. So Purification is one of my favorites as well. And that is a blend. It has lemon in it. I think it has tea tree oil, which is a really great skin health one as well. Okay, and then Thieves, I'll pass around again. Now Thieves, like I said, it's, well, you've smelled it before. It smells like Christmas. This is one of my favorites to diffuse pretty much any time. I really love that one. And again, that's the oil, the main oil that's in all of the cleaning supplies. Now we do have a starter kit that has a bunch of Thieves products, including hand soap. It's got the laundry detergent. It has fruit and veggie spray to get rid of, the pesticides and stuff that might be on your fruits and vegetables. So Thieves is an all-around one of my favorites. It also is really great for respiratory health. So lemon is the next one. This is another Vitality essential oil, so it's labeled for internal use. So you might have seen me put it in my water earlier. This is the one it's photosensitive, so you don't want to put it on your skin and then go out in public. But lemon is, the reason I put it in my water is because it improves, for me, the taste of water. And we all know that that hydration is the key to detox, and it's really a key to wellness. So you put that lemon in there, it can kind of help get all the toxins moving from your body. And it is labeled for internal use. You can put 1 to 3 drops in a big bottle of water. Okay, Panaway. Panaway has a really stimulating aroma that can help kind of soothe sore muscles after exercise. It kind of smells a little bit like icy hot to me. And I love to add that one to, like a foot bath or something like that if I've got really tired feet from being on them all day or whatever. And that it's just a really calming blend. And then the next one, I'm going through these kind of quests, and if you want to smell any of them after, definitely, I just don't want to take up too much of your guys' time. So the next one, this one's called Copaiba. This one's a little bit lesser known. I had no idea how to use Copaiba, but I know how to now. So Copaiba it's another Vitality oil. It's amazing for every system in your body, especially your immune system, to help support your immune system. You can add it to water or food. It has similar properties to myrrh essential oil, which is one of the biblical oils. Because it can help kind of expand the aroma of other oils. So I like to add that one to, it's one of the ones that's gonna go into our roller bottles if you wanna make a perfume or cologne, because it can help extend the aroma of other oils. So I like to add it to ylang ylang for the women's stuff, and then I have Northern Lights Black Spruce over there, which I like to use for cologne. So I add Copaiba, a couple drops of that just to kind of help expand that, and that's very similar to what myrrh essential oil is used for. Okay, second to last oil. This one is RC, which stands for respiratory care. Now you might find something familiar about this oil. This one has eucalyptus, which is really great for your sinuses. So go ahead and pass that one around. I love RC. Sometimes if I feel some sinus yuck coming on, I like to put it on my feet right at the base of my little toes, and that's because of your energy systems, which we could do a whole other class on the energy systems of your body and the ways to apply different oils to your feet for those purposes. But it has. Do you guys kind of recognize that smell as the eucalyptus? Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Okay, so now the last oil is Stress Away, which I know a couple of you guys already smelled already. So Stress Away comes with a roller bottle top, so you can just apply it right in. We call it vacation in a bottle because it's got cedar wood, which is a really calming oil. It's got vanilla, and it's like going to a tropical place. and just, it's exactly like it sounds. It's for de-stressing. So I like to use that one, just apply it where I apply perfume or anything like that, just if I'm got a really stressful day coming, just to kind of calm down a little bit, get away from my stress. But if you don't want to smell like flowers, guys, which who wouldn't want to smell like flowers? But anyways, if you don't want to smell like flowers, you can also leave it just with instead of the roller bottle top, you can leave it with the dropper top, and you can diffuse it, or you can put it in your hands and do that scent tent. Mine still smells like peppermint. Mineral oil, a lot of times things are called mineral oil that are very synthetic and have a lot of chemicals in them. You'll notice that mineral oil comes in a lot of our like animal shampoos and conditioners, and actually that mineral oil doesn't let like doesn't let dogs and cats detox, or doesn't let their skin breathe. It kind of holds everything in, which is the point. It's supposed to moisturize, but that's really dangerous for animals. So it kind of depends. You could use, I mean, if like a vitamin E oil might be a little bit better. That has a little bit bigger molecules as well. But again, you want to be careful about where that vitamin E oil is coming from. So try to get, you know, if you're going to use coconut oil, try to get organic. What's the word for it? It's like the non-processed, or the, you know, just the organic. So I don't know if that's the word for it. I can't think of it right now. But so you want to get that. You want to get you know, pretty much anything organic, but certified organic and non-GMO. Not, you know, nothing, because you don't want to add more chemicals when you're trying to get rid of chemicals, right? So I guess it depends on where that mineral oil is coming from, for sure. But I looked online. Most times, like the Clorox company will put up their ingredient sheets, but it's you know, they'll have all these different ingredients, but it's just all of the cautions of like this will corrode metal and all these kinds of things. So yeah, I just looked them up. I just Googled them just to find it. And usually, I think it's on. I'm pretty sure it's on just the Clorox website. I'm pretty sure is where I found it. Either that or the EPA. Sometimes will have those on there as well, because the EPA really looks into the different products and stuff to make sure that they're safe, and most of them aren't. So the only thing that you can do, like I said, I can't pronounce half of these. I looked them up, and most of them have been studied and shown to be in one of those 3 dangerous categories. So I mean, all you can do is just do your research and figure out, you know, what the chemical is and what it potentially causes, and decide whether or not you want to have that in your home. Even they'll even say things like it has a proprietary blend of you know, fragrances, which basically just means we're not going to tell you all the chemicals that are in this. It's a proprietary blend. That's how they can get away with not saying what's all in them. You know, essential oils they're distilled at low temperatures. I guess I'm not really sure what flower essences are. I guess it might just be it's probably just a difference in the way that they're derived. I'm not really sure what those are. If you would need me to, I can definitely look into it. Okay, yeah. I'm guessing it's just a difference in the way that they're derived. But a lot of people who use essential oils, young essential oils, will, you know, kind of put them to the test against other things and do like bacterial studies and stuff, and it always comes out on top. But that's another thing. If you're storing your oils, make sure you store them just at, you know, kind of a cool-ish, dark place. Don't put them in the fridge. Don't leave them in your car. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just, you know, I've seen a bunch. I don't know if any of you are Pinteresters, but Pinterest has a whole bunch of stuff on there as well. But I think if you just, you know, look up online, there might be some other ways to do it too. But I'm pretty sure you can just add it right to the beeswax. But yeah, let's get making those so that you guys can get out of here. I'm not sure. Oh, we're good on time. No, are we good on time? We're good on time. Whew, I must have talked fast. I hope I didn't confuse anybody. But yeah, so let's get started making those. It's pretty simple, but I'll walk you through it. And then you can ask me any questions you have after that.